Hello guys, um, welcome to my new video. This is my second video, and today I'm gonna show you everything I've knit so far, and it's not that much. I'm relatively new to knitting. I think especially this year I've knitted a lot, and before I did some projects, but not a lot. So I thought I could do what I made in 2025, but then I just do everything I knit, you know. I have it's not a new microphone. I have a microphone, it's for my dad. He sometimes make like streaming videos. So I thought for now, maybe I will use that mic. I hope it's good. It's somewhere here, so if I talk to here, you can probably hear me better. I think in the future, I'll also buy like a clip-on mask. And also that's nice for vlogging. But for now, this is what it is. I kept like not everything, but I kept most of it in Ravelry. If you want to follow me there, I think that's really nice. Then we can see each other projects and like if we made something. So if you want to do that, that's nice. I was checking on my Ravelry, and the first project I made here was a hat. I don't have that hat anymore. I gave it to my boyfriend, but that's also definitely not my first project. I think maybe it is. I'm not really sure what was, but one of my first projects. Oh wait, first let me show you like what I have here. It's this. One of my first projects I remember are these socks. I have two. I think this is my first real project after a test square, and I also wanted to make, I remember, a cushion with a plant in intarsia. That's failed. I don't have that anymore, and I can understand why it failed. As a third project, I wasn't really thinking, but I was already crocheting before, so I had some knowledge of yarn, but not a lot. So I made these socks. These are not the original socks. My original socks I made when I was 1 month in Bali, and they were nice, but they didn't fit me. And I thought, okay, maybe it's just my thread pair, fitting. But then I was learning a bit more, and then I looked again at the socks, like, oh, this is interesting. I did everything twisted. My whole sock was twisted. So that's, you can imagine why it would have been a bit tight. So this is my first sock. I don't know which yarn. It's some sock yarn. And I also don't know which pattern. There's a basic sock pattern, I think. But this is not original. I remade this later. I don't know when. Then I also made some other socks. I think it's around the same time. Then I really got the hang of it. This was in 2024, March 2024. The X for Easter by Stone Knits, and I think I used Katia United socks. Really nice. Then I made for my sister, I made a bolero. I saw the pattern in a yarn shop and she really wanted it, so I was like, okay, let's give it a try. I don't have it here, my sister has it, but I think I have a picture of it. But to be honest, it wasn't really good. I think now I would do it very much better, but maybe I will ask her to give it back to me and try again. It was really difficult. I made it in Scheepje Stardust, really nice yarn, and it was lace pattern, but the pattern was really not well written. I can remember that I was like multiple parts, like I don't know what this is. I think the pattern was in a book. I'm reading here, cyan brown knitwear design. For my level of skills back then, it was not great. I made this even before, in 2023. Oh, interesting. So I made this before the chicken socks. To be honest, like a few years back, from 2023, 2024, what I made when, kind of blur. But it doesn't matter the order. I made them, okay? Then, I also made something really fun. My friend, she was going to Australia. This was July 2024. And I made the Outback Aussie. It's a pattern by Ellen Dart, and I just used some scrap I had left, and it was really fun. This is Baby Duck by Maria Emolova, I think it's called. Look how cute. I just used it from some leftover sock yarn, because I also made, before this, I remember now, but it's not in Reveille, I made my mother the cherry socks, also by Stone Knits. They are still on my mother's nightstand, but she cannot wear them because they're really fragile. I didn't do it correctly. I didn't weave in the ends correctly, I think. So it's falling apart. I said, no, it's fine. I just wear it. She doesn't wear it. It's just like being there as a piece of art. But for the leftovers, I made this. Then was my first garment, I think. I made this in April 2024. It's this. I bought this yarn in Berlin when I was there on a school trip. It's the Camisole number 2 by my favorite thing, Knitwear. And this is made in Knitting for Olive Pure Silk. Yeah, this is really nice. I've worn this a lot. And it's still looking good. So yay. Then the next thing that I finished, according to my Ravelry, I finished in November 2024 this, the Uri sweater by, I don't know how you pronounce this, Ego Knit? It's this. I was so proud of this, and I still am. It's a really nice sweater. If you can see, I never start easy. I always want to start, the hardest way. I started with colorwork socks. I started with intarsia, and then I made little pads, and then I think maybe 1 or 2 after these, I made my first stockinette garment. You start here, and then you go all the way like this, and then you end here. So it's really cool. And this yarn is from a thrift shop. I have no idea what it is, but I had 2 big balls. I think it's acrylic. It's definitely not like 100% yarn. It's acrylic and maybe something else, but to be honest, it also could be 100% acrylic. But it's fine. I still love it. For like practicing, it was really good. Then the summer of 2024, the end of the summer, September, I made a top because I still had some like old yarn left. It's Drops Saffron. I think I crocheted there's something like real bag, I don't know. But I had some left. It's this. Oh, it's inside out. Wait. It's this. It's really nice. I used also a pattern from Drops. It's called the Amalfi Blue. This is like fake cabling. And it was also my first time doing that. But it went really well. And it looks good. Now I think I should make it a bit longer. But I think I had no yarn left. So that's why it's so short. But it's fine. I also probably didn't have enough for the ribbing. But yeah, life, Now, this will be this year. So, from now on, this will be everything I made this year. So, like I said, it's not a lot. I actually kind of started this year, for real, Then I made the Songbird mittens. I think I wore this the most of all. I wear this like almost every single day. That's why they also look a bit rough now. There's the back, you can see a lot of pilling, and this is the front. My color work isn't the best, the tension isn't the best, but they work, and I've got so many compliments. The Songbird mittens, I said that already, right? And this is from Long Yarns Yawool Superwash. It's not the best quality yarn, I think. But to be honest, I'm wearing these a lot. And they're still okay, like the inside is a bit rough. But it's fine. For mittens, they keep me warm. They're really warm. I never get cold hands. So it's really nice. Oh my gosh, I just wanted to show you something. These are my songbird mittens. You don't see that right now. They are covered in snow because I was just testing to see how waterproof they are. So I cleaned, like I just did, like this, with my hands. Bit cleaning the snow of the car, also with that car. And now they look like this. But I don't feel any snow in my hands. I'm completely dry. How is this working? Oh, before I finished actually something else, but it's not here. It's not in the right order. Oh, it's in the order of started. I need to... And it's finished. Ah, okay. Yes. Oh, then we also have something else. Before, that was actually in 2024, I made some hand gloves for my sister from the leftover of her boleros. I don't have them here, but I made them. And I used the Cameron by Valerie Johnson. That's the pattern. Okay, then my first petite knit pattern, because I was really seeing that a lot online on my Instagram, and I thought, okay, if I want to be a real knitter, I should have knit something from petite knit. So then I bought some yarn when I went on a vacation/family visit to Belarus, because here where I was yarn shopping, I was like kind of a more crochet oriented yarn shop I was going. We didn't have a lot of mohair, and I also thought it was very expensive back then. It's now still, but then I was like, oh, I need to learn how to do this good first. But there they had some mohair was what was cheaper, so I made the cumulus blouse. There are a lot of mistakes in this. It's not like, for me, they are really visible. You can see some tension issues, for example, here. But overall it's fine. I also don't really know why I picked this color. No, but it's nice. It's off-white. Normally I would never go for off-white, but I think I was inspired by the picture on our website. I made this on our trip to the south of France. I went with my dad. This yarn, it's called, the mohair is the Gazelle Super Kit mohair, and the other yarn I used together is the Alice Lana Gold 800. I don't know if that says something, but that's the yarn. And I think I still have yarn left. I think I want to make the arms a bit longer. That's like a repetitive problem. I've really long arms, and all the patterns, they say maybe, I don't know, knit 30-40 centimeters, and then I do that and like, okay, nice, but then I don't try it on, or I think, oh, it will block, but it will never block enough for my arm. So now I still have that, but now really, like for the project I'm working on now, I need to make them longer, way longer than I think. So for now I already blocked them, and I think I already made them longer, but still they are not long enough. So maybe I will like rip this a bit back and then knit a bit longer, because then I think I will wear it more. Also, I think this for me is a bit difficult to wear because it's really shine through, and you really need to pay attention what you're wearing on it is, and it's also a V-neck, and I don't have a lot of things that fit under. I have one thing, and you can see what you have underneath, and I don't really like that a lot. So yes, this is it. It's not my favorite. And I finished this in January 2025. And then I made the songbird mittens. But then I finished a long time. I didn't finish anything, I see. Then the first thing I finished then was a Sophie scarf. And I finished that in August. So that's a long time later. I think I know why. Because I started a lot of projects and they all took a really long time. So I didn't finish anything. So the first thing I then finished was a Sophie scarf, a gift from my mom. I made it, I think, like 1 week before her birthday, and then it was ready on her birthday in August. It's a Sophie scarf, and I made it from a cashmere. I don't remember which one, and I also don't have it here, but it's from a cashmere. Then I finished the barboo blouse. That's a really difficult sound in my mouth. Barboo blouse. It's from Knitting for Olive. And I also used the Knitting for Olive merino yarn. This took me quite a long time. And it's so beautiful. For this I made the arms longer and it's good. In the back here's the key, like the keyhole. And I also have some buttons. I bought this at the same shop as I bought this yarn. But this I just started like way later. Because I was a bit scared. I thought maybe I need to practice first. And I think now it turned out really good. So I'm really happy with this. I finished this also in August. But a bit later. Then I made just a quick project. Because I was getting a bit colder and I was working. Next week is my last day because then I will be moving to Sweden for half a year. So oh my god. I was working in a yarn shop and they had a lot of Lana Grossa Bingo, and I've never worked with this and I wanted to try it, and I was also thinking, oh, it's getting a bit colder, maybe I need a hat, and I don't wear hats because of my hair and it makes my hair flat, and I don't like that because then I put so much effort to washing it and it takes a long time, so then I don't really wear hats. But sometimes it's cold, and I need to wear a hat. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I can make something else. So I made the bonnet number 1 country edition by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I will insert a picture, and it's really nice. I have it somewhere. I used it yesterday because it's really cold outside. It's snowing. I will show you a clip now. It's a superwash wool. So it should be really soft, and it is really soft, but I feel sometimes when it's underneath here in my neck, because then it's like a bow here, it's kind of itchy when I wear it for a long time. And I don't know why, because I never have that problem with wool. I can wear it like usually like everything, but with this I have some, maybe because it's really tight around my neck, I don't know. Yeah, but so this is like the first headpiece I wear sometimes, but to be honest, I washed my hair today, and if I will be going outside today, I will not be wearing it. But it's more for like a day, 4 or 5 hair or later hair accessory. And I made this in October. September, October. It was really quick. I think I finished in 4 days or something. Then I finished something also in October, but I've been working on a really long time. I think I started it in May, and it's this. It's made from long yards creolino, and it's 100% linen. And I got this in the Netherlands. We have King's Day. That's the birthday of our king. And then you go outside. Then there's like some kind of market where everyone can like sell their stuff. And we were selling some plants because we were having a lot of plants. And it was like kind of spontaneous a day. Oh, we're gonna sell some plants and make some money. And it was really nice. We did sell a lot. And next to us there was a woman, and she was selling some yarn and some things she made. So we gifted her a plant, and I think maybe for €5 extra, I was giving, I think I still have a lot of, I think it was maybe a kilo of this linen yarn. I was like, whoa, that's so much, thank you. I was like, okay, I need to make something. So I was searching online what I could make with this. And then I found this. It's a pattern by Long Yarns, so it's the same brand as the yarn itself. And I thought, oh, this is really cool. And this is like not really the thing I would normally wear. It's really oversized, boxy. Yeah, but I like it. I haven't been wearing this a lot now because I finished this in October and it was already starting to get a bit cold. And it's really airy and nice. I think it's really nice for in the summer or spring, summer as a layering piece. Then somewhere in between I also made this. I didn't use any pattern. I didn't put it in Reveille. I used some old yarn I had left. No brand. I don't know what it is. Acrylic yarn. I don't know actually why I cast it on. I think I had no project and I was like, oh, I need to cast on something now. And I had no ideas. I felt like I had no yarn. I have a lot of yarn. So I just wanted to cast something on. So I made this. To be honest, I almost never wear it. My sister really loves this. So maybe I will give it to her. I don't know. I don't know why. It's cute, but it's just not it, you know? It's maybe sometimes better to think before you buy something. Before you cast something on, you know? Then I finished also together with the songbird mittens. This is, I think, my most worn project. I made sailor slippers. I think everyone made this year. I made them as well in November. It took me 4 days to make this. And it's really a funny story because they really look like Christmas slippers. And you probably won't believe me, but when I bought it yarn, it wasn't intended. I thought, oh, because this is not white, this is light blue. And I thought, oh, white and light blue, that's really nice together. And I was, oh, maybe I use accent color, some green. And I put them together like, oh, that's nice, that's really nice. And then I was making the stripes and like, oh, I made Christmas elf colors. And in the shop, that was definitely not my plan. And I don't know how it could have gone this way because I am a graphic designer and I work all day with color. And I know red and green, if you put them together, it's instantly Christmas. But I was also working, so I was maybe just picking colors quick and I don't know what happened. But I still love them because I wore them with Christmas and I was like, oh, you have Christmas slippers. Like, yeah, I know. But I definitely want to make another pair. But the drops, they use drop snow. It's sold out in a lot of places here. So I use Palais. We have that in the shop. It's like the kind of the same yarn. And I said, okay, because a lot of people were asking in our shop, do you have something to make sailor slippers out of? Because we don't have drop snow. And we all said, yeah, we have this, but no one tried it yet, so we are not sure. So I said, I'm gonna try it. And it worked fine. I think I never used drop snow for this, so I'm not sure. I cannot compare it. But I definitely will compare it, and then I can really see if there's any different. But I think for me they are perfect. They are fine. I think that's a bit more expensive than a drop snow. So that's probably why not a lot of people use this. But it works fine. It's really nice and thick. And I like it. And I think this is my favorite piece of like last year. I made this. It's the Nordic mixed sweater. Look how beautiful. I love it. It's a pattern by Laura Dolgaard. And I finished this in November. And I bought this yarn when we were going on interrail. Me and my boyfriend, we were going on an interrail in Scandinavia this summer. And oh, that was so beautiful. I really love Scandinavia. We were going to Sweden, and then all the way up to north, and then we went to Norway with everything with train. We went to the Lofoten, and then we did one boat ride to Trondheim, I think, and then we went to Oslo and then back, and it was beautiful. So I bought that yarn there, and then also specifically for this pattern. So when I got home, I was already finishing some other project, and then afterwards I started this. I love it. I love this yarn. I really love the rustic yarn, so I definitely want to make more things in this kind of yarn. So after the Nonic mix sweater, I made like a cowl for my boyfriend, and this is also it was kind of the same wool as like the bonnet that I made. It's called the Cool Wool, but that was the Cool Wool Bingo, and this is the Cool Wool Big. Yes, it's Cool Wool Big, and I didn't use any pattern. I just like knitted, I think 5 by 1 ribbing or even 6 by 1 ribbing, and then at the top, because he likes to wear it like over his nose, I put in some elastic to keep it there. It's a really quick, simple project. Then this is definitely the project I worked on the longest. I started this in January 2025, and I finished this December 2025. So it's a 1 year of knitting, and it's not even finished. To me, I didn't knit it like all year at this. I took a break in the summer because I was done with it. To be honest, it's the Diana sheep sweater. I was knitting this for my mother. When I started, I didn't really know what kind of project this is. I didn't really took in consideration how long it would take. I was just okay, you want it, okay, fine, I will start knitting it. But it was really a struggle. It is a vintage pattern, and it's like written flat in pieces, so I started that, but I figured out really quickly that wasn't it for me. Like the color work flat was horrible, and it looked not good, so I was like, okay, if I continue this, then I will never finish it. So I stopped. I tried again in the round, and I tried the leatherback jacquard method, and that worked quite well. My color work, I think, was really stable. It looked nice, and it was just manageable and fun. So then I just finished up to here, and then I needed to like work flat again to make the armhole, and that took a really long time again because of the flat, and you can definitely see that part is not that nice as the bottom part, but it's still fine. And then I was finally finished, and then at first my plan was really to make a sweater out of it, but because I used the leatherback jacquard, I used more yarn than I intended it, and to be honest, I was also a bit done with it, so I said to my mom, okay, we have two options. Or I finish, I buy some new yarn, and I continue, or for now this is it. And I tried it on. It really is a nice slip over. So we can stop now, and then you have it now, and I can give it for Christmas. And yeah, and she chose that option. She said, yeah, it's really nice because I'm always warm, and a full-on sweater would probably be too warm, so this I will wear more. So it's like, okay, that's nice. I used the long yarn merino 150 on 3mm needles, and the yarn, I think it was fine working with it. We need to see how it holds up, but for now it's really good. Then I made some socks. My only socks this year. It's socks for my boyfriend because we were together 3 years. Last Christmas. So I made him an anniversary present. It's the basic ribbed socks. It's a yarn I was gifted from my grandmother, and she got it gifted from someone. I think some woman passed away, and then someone gifted it to my grandmother, and my grandmother gifted it to me. It's Lana Grossa Miley White Cotton Stretch. It's not... It discontinued, but there is a new one that looks a lot like it. We also sell it in the store, but I don't really know the name, but I'll put it on the screen. And it's a really nice yarn. It looks really nice. It's cotton, so it can easily go in the washing machine. It's nice. I like the yarn. I still have some left, but in black and in dark blue and in this light blue color. It's not my color, but I think I will make socks for my dad as well, because he likes it. Then the last project I made this year, it really was a good finishing project, finishing it sparkly. It's this. You saw it in my last video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It was my first ever YouTube video. It's the Eve dress. Wow! My room is already shining by holding this up. I made this with Lana Grossa Cosmo, 5 balls of that, and the long yarn Astra. I used 1.5 balls of that. That's it. That's all I made. Ever, kinda. Yeah, I think that's everything. Maybe I forgot some parts that I didn't have in Beverly, and maybe I ripped out, or I don't know, or somewhere, but that's kind of it. So that's also it's really nice to see the progress, I think. From my first to my last, there's really growth, and it's nice to see. You can learn so much in knitting in 2-3 years. It's really nice. For next year, I don't have a lot of plans yet. For now, I'm working on 2 sweaters. I'm working on one. Wait, I will show you quickly. And I will definitely also go... I'm going to Sweden next week. And then I will stay there for half a year to study. And I know I'm going to Malmö. I think in Malmö they don't have a yarn shop, or maybe one. I'm not sure, but it's really close to Copenhagen. And Copenhagen is kind of yarn heaven. I think it will be 20-minute train ride to Copenhagen. So you definitely know where to find me. So I think I don't have a lot of plans. I will just go there, and I probably get inspired by the yarn. But for now I'm working on this. It's the Monday sweater by Petite Knit. It's really nice. It's really airy and fluffy and thin. It's kind of the same as my Cumulus blouse. So I'm really curious to see if I like this more, because it's also a bit shine through, and I find that one difficult to see what I need to wear underneath of it. So let's see if... I don't know if that is always the case for Monday sweater. I don't know if that's always the case for a sweater if you use mohair and also a fingering yarn, or that it's just me that I'm choosing the wrong yarn. I think the pattern says you use 4 millimeters. I'm doing it on 3.5 because otherwise I thought it was so thin and you could see everything through it. And now I'm still having a good gauge. So I think that's fine. But the special thing about this is that this is the yarn. It's seaweed yarn. I know, right? It's hand dyed. Yeah, seaweed, and I don't know. It's really nice, and then I'm using it together with this. It's Lana Grossa Seta Suri, really soft. It's alpaca. I love it. It's no mohair. I say mohair, but it's not mohair. It's alpaca. But with mohair I mean fluff. It's fluff. Yeah. So that's what I'm working on now. So this is the video. I hope you really liked it. Please let me know what you are working on now, or if you have any ideas or just want to tell me something, you can put it in the comments. I will react to it. Would be nice. I hope you have a nice day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.